Starting.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy Chicken Fucker 443, and I'm here back again with another episode of the MarkCast. New channel, same shit. Still trying to figure this shit out. If you don't like it, fuck off, or leave some comments down below telling how to fucking improve shit. I don't know. I'm just doing this shit pulling out of my ass, and here I'm stuck with the. I'm here with the seal fucker. So introduce
Seal
yourself,
fucker
seal
here.
Fucker.
Seal fucker here. Not sure how to name myself anything else. I mean, I think I'm going to be stuck with that name for a little bit. So, just a seal fucker, you know.
Fucking must be the walrus.
Hey, I am the walrus. Cuckoo, ka-choo, motherfucker.
You fucking cunt. So, have you seen Jurassic World yet?
But what was it? Fallen Kingdom?
Yeah.
No, I haven't actually. I only saw the original Jurassic World. Excuse me, and I wasn't really impressed with it, honestly. Like,
oh, that's because you're a shitbag, but you know.
No, I mean I mean, for some reason I just don't really like Chris Pratt. I mean, I don't know, like it's something about him. Like, I'm not. I can take away the whole entire thing that he was Star-Lord, and that's a very annoying character to me. But I can take away all that, and like all I see when he ever plays anything else is Star-Lord. That's all I ever see, and it makes me want to punch him in his face. Like, I don't know, like I don't know why. I mean, although he did have some funny lines in Infinity War, but he was a bitch for doing what he did in Infinity War, man. That made me hate him even more.
Yeah, when he started punching on Thanos, even though they almost had him.
Dude, that was so. Dude, they had that fucking gauntlet off of him, and then all of a sudden he starts punching him. He fucking grabbed that shit from Spider-Man. Like, no, fuck you, Chris Pratt.
You couldn't have waited 5 fucking minutes, you stupid little shit. Really?
I mean, I get it. He got pissed off. You know, he fucking killed Gamora. Big deal. I get that. But for the good of mankind, for the good of the world, to avoid the apocalypse, you couldn't wait
5 minutes.
Yeah, seriously. It's like fucking not even that. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. They would have that fucking thing clean off of him. Yeah.
Speaking of which, throughout this episode, we're going to be going through a lot of things. Let me full screen myself because this shit is being weird. How the hell do I actually... I guess it's going to go back and forth or something. I don't even know. But anyway, point is, throughout this episode, we're going to be going through a lot of things, going back and forth, jumping around to everything, going from Jurassic World to Infinity War, Marvel, DC, anything. We're going to be ranting about Batman for a little bit because you know that always happens.
It's what happens all the time.
And, but, yeah, they almost had the glove right off of his hand, and also it's just like, oh yeah, tell me you didn't. Tell me you didn't.
He's like, I had to. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And he starts fucking punching him in the face. Like, dude, you're a real tool, man. Like, it was kind of funny though when he called him Grimace. Though I had to laugh at that. Like, it's like, get off or Grimace or something like that. Like, that was.
I love the fact that he called. I didn't even see it all the way through. I just saw enough clips to put it together.
You didn't see the whole movie?
No, I haven't seen it all the way through yet. But I mean, I've seen enough of it to be able to put together a decent view of the movie.
Well, you know what happens at the end, right?
Oh yeah, everybody goes home and they live happily ever after.
That's the way with all the movies, right?
Yeah, no, everyone fucking died.
Well, not everybody. Everybody except the original team. Like, you know, Cap was left over, Iron Man was left over, Black Widow was left over, you know. And from what I understand, Ant-Man, it shows where they were in the time of the apocalypse. The new Ant-Man, that is. which I haven't seen yet. And I didn't know Michelle Pfeiffer was Michael Douglas' wife in that movie. It's crazy. Yeah. She was the original Wasp. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I haven't seen it yet either. My sister did, which is why I'm trying to get Gates in here.
Okay.
But for some reason, it's like Hangouts is being dumb and not letting me do it.
I've never used Hangouts before now, so
it's decent, I guess.
It was always that one app on my phone. It was always that one app on my phone that I couldn't get rid of that I kept updating, but I really wanted to get rid of.
Yeah, right.
But it's the one. It's one of those ones that's locked in with your phone. It's like, man, when I buy a phone, I want to be able to delete and customize it fully. I don't want to fucking have apps stuck on there because they won't let me fucking uninstall them.
Right.
It gives you the option to uninstall them too, but all it does is uninstall the updates, and the fucking app is still there. It's like, what the fuck is the point? Why don't you just fucking sit there and just not even give me the option to uninstall it if you're just going to uninstall the updates? What's wrong with you guys?
And what was it though? So, like I was saying though, I think they need to bring Venom into the MCU. They need to. They can't not do it. It's too popular of a character. If this movie, and it seems like the only way we're going to be able to do it, or one of the only ways, is if this Venom movie bombs.
Well, my thoughts on it is that you're going to have a Venom movie, and that's cool and everything like that. But honestly, most of Venom's story lies within Spider-Man. Like, Venom is a supporting character of Spider-Man. He's really nothing without, well, I wouldn't say nothing, but the majority of the story revolves around Spider-Man. I mean, what are they going to have? Like, they're going to have a completely different origin story for Eddie Brock now because Spider-Man's not involved. And Spider-Man's part of the reason why, Venom came to be. The symbiote suit came before Venom, and that's how he got his that's how he became Venom. Like, I mean, come on.
And you're going to cut that entire portion of why he actually came to be and why Venom exists. And you're going to cut that out just because, oh, we don't have the rights to it or anything like that. Well, I mean, you did the same thing with Spider-Man. Just co-make the movie with Marvel and do it right instead of just doing something for nothing.
Well, yeah, and the fact that they said that apparently Tom Holland was spotted on the Venom set or something like that. Yeah, sure. Now I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the most far-fetched. Like, it's not an MCU movie, so why the hell would Tom Holland Spider-Man be in this movie? Maybe Tom Holland was on the set, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be in the fucking movie as Spider-Man. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have.
Work when, how's it going to work when he's already Venom?
I know. And the black suit hasn't been introduced yet, so they're going to have to recreate the whole entire fucking origin story of Venom. Like how? How do you do that without the black suit? Like how?
Yeah, Spider-Man stole the suit away from him, so now he's going to try to kill a 15-year-old when he's this 30-year-old dude with cancer.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. That's a great story. it's fucking great. What the hell?
It's like To Catch a Predator Space Edition.
Did you know? Okay, hold up. I got a I'm actually proud of myself for finding this. I got a reprint of Secret Wars. The one that introduced the black suit. I got a reprint of that. It's not the actual comic. I mean, it's the actual comic book, but it's a reprint. It's still really cool, though, and I'm glad to have it. I want to get the original, but it's fucking hundreds of dollars now.
Yeah.
Dude, back in the day when I first started collecting, though, it was only maybe $20 or $30, and it's gone up in price over 10, 15 years or something like that. But I have a reprint of that. I have a reprint of The Amazing Fantasy. I've got three reprints of that. Which you can't find fucking Amazing Fantasy anymore. You can find it. No, you can find it, but it's in rough shape, it's still like fucking 20 grand. It's ridiculous how much that fucking comic book is. And then
I had a reprint of it with an action figure once with like one of the Marvel Legends that come with them, but that was about it.
Yeah, I had that too. It was the one with it had the first appearance of Spider-Man. It had did it have the web arms and shit?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I had. That's the one I want to get. But dude, even that action figure now is $100 in the box.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I got that for $20 back. Well, not even $20. I think I got it for like $10 back in the day when it first came out. I remember when they first came out, and I saw it, and I was like, man, I got to get this because the figure looks so fucking amazing. And it was a part of the Sentinel series where you had, it was part of the Sentinel series where you had to build a figure, and it was Galactus. No, it was the Sentinel, and there was one with Galactus too, I believe. This one, the Marvel Legends I have right now, I have a Wolverine one. I want to get the unmasked variant though, because that one's really cool. Then I got the Daredevil up there, the Ben Affleck Daredevil, which that's pretty cool. That was one of the ones I had. I don't know, man. I'm really excited and weary about this Venom movie. Really excited and weary about it.
Yeah, I hear they're going to have all the rest of the symbiotes from the Planet of the Symbiotes storyline, and Carnage is going to make a cameo at the end as like an after credit scene or something like that. And I'm like, I like where this is going, but if you would have just waited just 2 years and just added it into the MCU and had it be a good movie, I would have liked it a lot more than you just ruining its name with another Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, see, the thing about it is that are they going to show Carnage or are they going to show Cletus Cassidy? That's like, are they going to show him turn into Carnage or are they just going to show Cletus Cassidy and then lead up to a Carnage? That's what I want to know. And who's going to play Cletus Cassidy?
Yeah, really.
You know, I think he's been overused and it may be stupid, but I honestly see Willem Dafoe playing a Cletus Cassidy.
You know, I would like that, but I also, hold on a second. See, I would like that for Willem Dafoe, but at the same time, he's got to be at least like, what, 60, 70 now?
He's in his 60s, so he's too old.
I mean, honestly, probably like Bill Skarsgård, the guy that played Pennywise, honestly.
Oh, he could do a good Carnage. Definitely. He's creepy enough. Like, he's really creepy.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, honestly, Nicolas Cage said he wants to play a villain in the MCU, and I kind of want to see him play Norman Osborn.
You know, I'm not sure. I think maybe he could pull it off. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think you're going to be able to top Willem Dafoe's performance, honestly. Kevin Bacon for what? For something Willem Dafoe. Oh, dude, Kevin Bacon could do a Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah. Kevin
Bacon could do a Cletus Cassidy. Actually, that's even better than Willem Dafoe. I can see him really doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually Danny's idea. She said Kevin Bacon, Cletus Cassidy. He would play Carnage, and Carnage is basically, you know who Venom is, right? Well, he's basically Venom, but more evil, like way evil. He's a fucking murderer.
He's a serial killer with Venom's abilities. So.
Yep, and he's fucking 10 times fucking more sinister, and yeah. They were talking about Kevin.
Messages in his own blood on his crime scenes.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. It's funny though because it's like these monumental villains though. Some of them they haven't even been around that long. Like Venom's only been around since like the 80s or 90s or some shit like that. And then Cletus Cassidy has only been around since like the 90s or something like that. I can't remember. And then Punisher hasn't even been around that long. It's been like the 80s or 70s or something. And he actually was introduced from a Spider-Man comic. That he didn't have his own comic series originally. He was introduced with a Spider-Man comic.
Yeah, he was a henchman at first.
Yep. And they gave him an origin story. And then, like, with Batman, he started as a Sunday Comics. And he didn't have original. He didn't have an origin story at first. They added that in later.
Yeah.
And dude hung a mentally challenged man.
Wait, who?
He hung a Batman. He hung a mentally challenged man in the comic books, dude. One of the original ones.
You're shitting me, right?
No, look it up, dude. He hung a mentally challenged. I didn't read the comic book, but when I was looking up some YouTube videos and shit like that, it was one of the original comic books, and he hung a mentally challenged man, and his words were, and I quote, "He's probably better off this way."
Oh, that is fucking horrible.
Yeah. And that's your OG Batman, though. That is your before the no killing moral. That's who Batman was. He was a very dark character. Well, you know, he used guns. He killed people. He didn't give a fuck. You know. But I think once they gave him an origin story, I think that's when they kind of toned it back a little bit. Plus, they noticed that it was kids were gearing towards it, so they were like, okay, we can't have this guy killing people. You know, he's got to be more like a role model, and that's when they decided to change his whole like persona. You know, I mean, he was always a dark character, except for in the '60s, Adam West. But you know,
that is fucking bizarre.
What's that?
That they even thought that was okay back in the day. Just like he hung a mentally challenged person and did all this shit. And they're just like, yeah, this is Sunday afternoon comics. You know, we're gonna have little kids reading this and everything. It's gonna be fine. Let's expand the minds of our youngsters. And you wonder why shit was so fucked up back in the day.
Yeah, well, I don't know what time period this was. I'd have to say it was around the 30s or 40s. But then again, with a character like the Joker being introduced, you know, the inspiration for for the Joker was out of the I think it was like a 1930 something movie called The Man Who Laughs. And
yeah, it was.
That was a creepy motherfucker, let me tell you. Dude, I have to check under my bed for this motherfucker every time before I go to sleep. I swear to God, this motherfucker is creepy. Like, holy shit. Like, and it's so fucked up because the Joker was is so like mainstream now, but he was so creepy back in the day. Like, I mean, all the comics like back in the day had sort of like a gritty feel, and then it like got jokey and campy in the 60s, and then it went right back to being gritty again throughout the years. And I don't know, there's just been so many twists and turns, you know, in the whole universe of Batman. It's just crazy.
I know, it's fucking bizarre how weird this stuff went, and like I don't even know what they did to Superman over the years. I don't even know if they changed it that much, but I mean, I hate
they rewrote his story they rewrote his story like 20 times. I mean, they don't know what to do with Superman. Like, Superman's the original superhero, and they don't know what the fuck to do with him. He's the one that started all of it. Like, come on. Like, and then you got what was it? Fuck. He originally couldn't fly in the comic books. He could only leap tall buildings in a single bound. He couldn't fly. Wasn't there like a racist comic book of Superman? Like, there was a racist version of it. Like, I can't remember what it was. It was like all I remember is
racist Superman.
Well, no, not a racist Superman, but like the issue was kind of controversial. Like, it was like I think
most of his original stuff was all like most of his original stories were all he never fought supervillains back in the day. When he first created, he was more like a social like warrior. Like, he was fighting people that were like screwing over their employees and mobsters and stuff like that. So it's not that far fetched that it'd be some weird KKK thing he'd be up against in one of the comics.
Well, I just remember.
Yeah, you're right. there was a radio show that I remember hearing something about back when Superman Returns came out. It was one of the radio shows, and I remember like Jimmy Olsen was having some kind of conversation with a KKK member.
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. I remember hearing about that, and I was like, where is this going to go? Like, are they really? They're really trying to fucking push boundaries here with that. I don't know, but there was one specific picture that I remember from the comic books, and it was Superman with an Indian headdress on. Yeah.
What?
Look it up, dude. You can find the comic. I swear to God, dude. I'm not even shitting you, dude. I'm not even shitting you. Superman had an Indian headdress on.
Superman being a fucking Superman.
I swear to God. Hold up. Let me see if I can look this up.
Okay, you're just a logo now.
All right, it's okay. Head.
Okay, let me see.
Superman Indian headdress. Yeah, dude. Holy shit! I found it. Oh God, I found it. Hold up. It's in. I can't see what issue it is, but it was Action Comics. All right, hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and send this to you on on Messenger. Hold up.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, send it to me now.
I just sent it to you.
Okay, let's see this. I gotta see this. I'm gonna screen share this when I get it.
I can't find the issue number on that comic cover. If you can see it, let me know.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just come on, load.
You're still waiting for the picture to load?
Oh, good God.
Dude.
He looks like Buzz Lightyear.
You know, doesn't he? It's so fucking weird. Like, oh my God. Like, that's cringy.
Oh my God! Good God! I gotta screen share this. I have to. I just fucking.
Yeah, you gotta screen share that.
Where's the where's the thing at?
It's so fucked up. It's like
it is. Where is this now? Look at this shit.
It's like whoever thought that was a good idea to put on a cover of a comic book. Like, what the fuck? What?
He looks like fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Dude, it's
An amazing adventure of the past. Superman, Indian Chief. Oh, good God.
It's Chief Beat Your Ass.
Chief Beat Your Chief Beat Your What are they?
The Chief Choke a Bitch.
Damn it. What the fuck is that? I'm trying not to die.
That's what he looks like, though. Chief Choke a Bitch.
Oh. I think I survived. Okay. Okay, dokie.
You may have had a stroke, but I think you'll be all right.
Oh, God. I gotta tweet this shit. Fuck you, Gates. I see you dying.
Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Batman hangs mentally challenged man.
Oh, good God. I can't believe that something like that actually exists.
Let's see. 6 most brutal murders committed by Batman. Okay, let's see. Hangs a mental patient
besides killing his own parents?
Yeah. Batman hangs a mental patient from the Batplane.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
From the Batplane.
Yeah, from the Batplane. Let's see. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, it's Batman #1, 1940. So that was like one of the first fucking comic books. Just straight out of the fucking. Yeah, Batman #1, 1940.
What the fuck?
It says okay. Batman's career in needless, brutal murder started early. In the very first issue of Batman's Solar Rag, an evil scientist uses a toxic serum to turn a group of innocent mental patients into muscular, out-of-control monsters. The scientist henchmen are driving one of the monsters to town, planning to set it loose in front of a bank they want to rob. Unfortunately for them, Batman has just finished mounting a brand spanking new machine gun onto the Batplane. Oh. Batman guns down the driver and causes the truck to crash into a tree, but the henchmen actually get off easy compared to what's about to happen to the confused, mentally handicapped mass of muscles in the back. As soon as he falls out of the truck and before he can hurt a single soul, Batman drops a noose made from reinforced steel and easily snatches the monster by the neck.
What the fuck?
Batman then lifts off the aircraft as the monster desperately struggles to break free from the noose, choking him to death, and thus performing the world's first execution by bat-shaped plane. The Batplane then sails smoothly towards its next destination with a few hundred extra pounds of genetically altered dead weight attached, swinging like a grotesque pendulum. And the comic book... Yeah, hold up. Let's see if I can... All right, I'm going to screenshot this. And this is from Cracked. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and send you this. They got a piece of the comic strip in it.
Oh, God. Can't wait to see this. Oh, God. Let's see what this was. No, not Comanche Superman. Okay, so let's screen share this one. This is going to be gruesome. I'm probably going to get demonetized for this. Let's show a hanging person. It's going to pull another Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Great.
Well it's from a comic book, so I don't think you're going to get hit for this.
Yep.
It's like, it's crazy because it says he's probably better off this way. Like, oh my God, Batman, you got no chill.
What the fuck says that?
Batman, obviously. In his first comic book. Like, come on.
His first ever fucking comic book, and he's got somebody hanging from his plane.
Yeah.
A mentally handicapped person. Oh, jeez, I'm crow. What the fuck?
Yeah. See the bubble? It says she's probably better off this way. Like, wow.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Batman's done some fucked up shit. Like, he's done some really fucked up shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God forbid they put that into a movie. They need to have Logan Paul play him.
Oh, that is fucking hilarious. Not really, but it is still.
The sad when you can pull a valid connection between Logan Paul and Batman.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked. That is very fucked. Like,
oh my God.
I still can't believe that though. When I first heard about that, I was like, "Oh my God!" I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, no, me neither.
That's fucking crazy.
Jeez, I'm fucking dicks. And they put that in there, and that was perfectly fine. No wonder they had to come up with a comic book code. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit like that? And they're fucking complaining, saying like, "Oh yeah, the comic book code was censoring us what we could and couldn't do." Well, gee, I wonder fucking why. When you have Batman hanging a mentally handicapped person from the side of his fucking plane and sailing away into the night like nothing's a fucking big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
have a comic book code too.
Yeah, especially since mostly kids were reading the comic books. I mean, I guess it was supposed to be like an adult comic book, I suppose. But once I guess you'd have parents like back then, like nowadays, buying stuff for their kids, not knowing what they're getting themselves into, and then their kid reads the comic book and they start having fucking nightmares or fucking kids, like parents look at the comic books and be like, "Oh, that's actually kind of fucked up."
I wonder what.
It's like, I don't know what the.
I wonder what the fuck it could have come up with that.
Yeah, thanks, Bob Kane. Thanks, Bob Kane. Thanks, Bill Finger.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that one. Yeah, that totally wouldn't have repercussions to it. Who thought that was a good idea? Seriously, like, you came off of like comic strips for like kids and everything. It's like, well, we got Detective Comics. We don't have anything too grotesque in there. Let's hang a mental patient.
But Detective Comics were gruesome, though, if you remember correctly. They were gruesome at one time.
Oh.
But that was crazy. At one time, like the ones that Ted Bundy claimed made him kill and rape a bunch of women, those types of comic books.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know, right? But
gee, yeah, fucking sure.
Yeah, I know that was like a crutch if I ever heard anything. But the thing about it is that I don't think they really set out for it to be a kid's character. I think their original vision was just to. I don't know. It was a Sunday comic book strip, and that's how he started out. But I'm not sure. I didn't really read the whole entire like backstory on it. Like, I just know that he came from a Sunday comic strip, and then they decided to build him into a comic character, and then they gave him an origin story after that, and gave him the no killing rule, and made him have morals. And didn't use guns and all that shit. Yeah, well, they had to at that point, because I think a lot of people were complaining about that because he was killing people using guns. The comic books were gruesome. I'm sure he was already a dark character in the comic books, so it was like, okay, yeah, this guy needs to be less scary. So how can we do that without compromising his edginess, his grittiness? Well, maybe we should make him into a bat-like creature who doesn't kill people and who doesn't use guns and who is actually a good person, deep down, but he's still a gritty character.
That's totally too far-fetched for anything. That's so far-fetched. We couldn't have done that to begin with. Why? Because we needed to hang some more mental patients.
Well, what can I say? Bob Kane was a sick fuck.
Bob Kane had some serious fetish problems.
Well, Bob Kane was an asshole. He took all full credit for Batman up until recently. Well, not recently. He's been dead for. he's been dead for 20 years, but up until like a couple years before he died, he took full credit for Batman when it was Bill Finger who actually breathed new life into the character that Bob Kane already had in his head. And now, if you notice, before a couple years ago, there was only Batman created by Bob Kane. Now it's all Batman created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. They're starting to give him credit now. And Bill Finger's been dead since like the 70s or something like that. I mean, dude had to have been fucking pissed.
Yeah. I heard that he died in poverty because Bob Kane stole all the credit for it, wouldn't tell anybody that he had anything to do with it.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. He was a douchebag. Like, Bob Kane was a real big douche. And then he even got to fucking, be on the set of, like, 1989 Batman, had direct correlation to it. I don't know. It just fucking makes me sick a little bit, man. Because after hearing all the stuff that Bill Finger did for that character, and then fucking Bob Kane's gonna do that shit, nah, he's a fucking douche. And
he got away with it for 60 years, pretty much. No, 75 years.
He got away with it almost since Batman was created. Like I said, I mean, it came to light a few years before Bob Kane died. He started to admit it, but Bill Finger didn't start really getting recognition until a few years ago, like 2015 or 2016, when the first time I saw it was when B vs. S came out, and that's when I saw Bob Kane with Bill Finger. So it could have been before that. I don't know, but that's the first time I remember seeing it. But yeah, that was he really did him dirty.
Oh yeah.
And he may have died in poverty. I don't know. I mean,
well, that's what I heard from. There was a guy on YouTube named Blows Himself Up Dude. He went by Brown Coat Eric. I'm sad that he stopped making videos because I loved his stuff. But that's what he said, because he did a whole video about Bob Kane and all the shit that he did. And I can't find that one. I haven't looked for it, but I can't find that one, and I can't find the one he did on Seth MacFarlane either, because he went on Seth MacFarlane too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And he went in on all the stuff Seth MacFarlane did, how like he was an asshole to his fans and shit like that, I think, and all kinds of shit. Like people that know him in real life and everything that have dealt with him and all can't stand him. But did you hear that what's his name? Jamie, what the hell is his name? The guy that played Electro. Jamie Foxx. You know he's gonna be playing Spawn.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel.
But I just think he's kind of too small.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could go either way, honestly. But
I mean, it's
I will say,
like 20 years since one.
Which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best movie, but for the time, it was pretty kick-ass.
Pretty good. I mean, I liked it.
I liked the movie. It was decent. But I will say this, though. Bob Kane is the Ray Kroc of comic books.
Ray Kroc?
You don't know who Ray Kroc is?
Nope, no idea.
The guy who fucked over the McDonald's brothers for McDonald's franchise?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, there was two brothers named, they had the original McDonald's brothers. They had their own restaurant, and Ray Kroc basically, he wanted in on it. So he came in and pretty much took over the whole entire thing, and then like took it away from them, basically. He was a douchebag. He did what? He came in on the two brothers, the McDonald brothers, and he was a milkshake machine salesman, and he wanted a piece of the action because he saw the potential in the McDonald's restaurant, and he wanted the franchise. He wanted to come in and he like franchised it, built it up, made all these changes here and there and blah 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 blah. And before you know it, it was his company, and the McDonald brothers didn't see any of it. He stole it from them.
Wow.
Like if you ever see
that is fucked up.
watch the movie The Founder with Michael Keaton. That's the whole McDonald's story right there. Michael Keaton plays Ray Kroc, and it's good. It's a good movie.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking about that while you were saying that because I want to go back and watch that now because I was thinking about that when you were mentioning McDonald's and everything, but I wasn't sure if that was connected to it because I know nothing about the movie. But yeah, now I kind of want to go back and watch it now.
You should. I think it's still on Netflix. I'm not sure though, but that's where I saw it. But it's a really good movie. Like it shows you the what he did and how he like found it and what he did to basically what he did to the McDonald brothers. And basically I think one of the brothers went into the hospital for I can't remember why, but it was due to Ray Kroc, and it just didn't fucking matter to him. He pretty much basically
you cut out there for a second there. What did he do?
Basically, one of the brothers was sick, and he was in the hospital. He got admitted to the hospital, and I think it was due to Ray Kroc. I think it was due to the stress of what was going on, the whole entire thing. And Ray Kroc was just, he just didn't give a fuck. He was too focused on getting this company, and he was basically taking over the whole entire thing. I mean, I'll give him credit. He was persistent as fuck, and he made it happen. But he really stole two fucking people's legacy. Like he stole that shit right out underneath him. It is just so crazy how fucked up that was. That movie is really like good, but fucked up at the same time. Like you want to punch Michael Keaton in his face.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a fucked up movie. It really is. Fucked up but good.
Yeah, I see why you would connect Bob Kane with that dude because that is pretty much the same thing.
Basically, I mean, a joint venture, but he took all the credit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only because I think he probably only did that shit after fucking Bill Finger died because Bill Finger couldn't fucking defend himself. He couldn't say, "Oh no, I did this. I helped him with that." Bill Finger died like the 70s or something like that. So after that, he was probably like, "Yeah, I created Batman, just me, because he saw how fucking big Batman was getting. He was like, he wanted all the credit. He was like, "Man, Bill can't defend himself. He's dead. Fuck him."
Did you ever see what Batman's original design was going to be before Bill Finger came in?
Yeah, it was
had nothing to do with the design or anything. He only came up with the idea for Batman. He had no input for the way he looked, any of the characters, any of the gadgets, anything like that. He just came up with the idea, hey, I want a character named Batman. Bill Finger came up with everything else.
You know what the original design was? Like a fucking Jagoff with blonde hair and a face mask and like a fucking red shirt with wings. Yeah, I remember seeing that fucking original sketch. Yeah. And I was like, what the hell? And he's saying he fucking created Batman? No, fuck that.
You didn't. You created a fucking weird ass fucking fetish model with wings.
He may have came up with some of the stories. Okay, I will give him that. He maybe the stories, but the original design and what we know as Batman nowadays, that wasn't him. That was fucking
Bill Finger.
Exactly. Bill Finger was the fucking drawer. Like he was the sketch artist.
He came up with this stupid fucking Justin Bieber looking dude with wings, and that was going to be his Batman. He created Robin first.
Yeah, it really was a fucking. It was a Robin. That's what it was.
And tried to pass like, yeah, this is going to be popular. Oh, really? That's going to be popular.
It looks so fucking stupid.
You know what? I gotta find the picture now because now I'm gonna have to screen share for everybody that's gonna be watching out there. So let me see something real quick. I'm gonna open up. God dang it! Come on.
You're just an icon right now.
Original Batman sketch. What are you saying?
You're just an icon right now.
Yeah, I know because I'm not on camera. But Where is it now? I just saw it and it went away. Come on. No, that is not the original Batman sketch. That is way too cool to be anything. That is an actual Batman sketch. The original one, this is a recreation of it, but let's see. View image. And it's being a bitch right now, but
It's being a bitch.
there we go. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. This is the character that he came up with the first time. And this is a recreation of it. This isn't exactly what it looked like, but this is basically a representation of what this character was. But I mean, look at this shit. They expected this to be Batman.
I can't see it.
What?
I can't see it. I mean, I know what the picture looks like, but I can't see it on my screen.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. I mean, it's basically Robin.
Basically. I mean, I can't see it right now, but I know what the picture looks like.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it even... There we
No, I
go.
can't
Okay,
see it.
yeah, screen sharing is still going. There we go. Oh, I'm back then. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I mean, they expected that to get popular when it didn't look like anything.
You're just an icon
Hold
still.
on a second.
There.
Yeah, so he just popped in, stole all the credit, and then walked away with it.
Basically. But you're still an icon right now. I can't see anything.
Seriously?
Yeah, I can't see anything. It's just yo icon, and that's it. I can see myself, but
How about now?
nope.
Anything?
Nope, just the icon still.
Let me see if I can see it on here. Pull it up on my phone, see if I can see it. Technical difficulties, fun.
Technology, right?
Oh yeah, totally fun. You know, speaking of which, I had a yeah, I can see myself just fine on the actual stream. So
Yeah, see, I can't.
I'm laggy
I
as
can't.
hell on the stream. But
Yeah, can't see you. It's just the every time you talk, I see the icon. I see your like circles around your icon, like the it's sound. But it's just your picture icon.
That is weird. But anyway, I mean, can't do anything really about it.
No, not really. Did we get cut off?
Okay, there we go. Now it was muting me for some reason, but now it's back to normal.
That's weird.
Speaking of
like you're...
So
What happened?
Still can't see me?
No, I can't see you. I can only hear you.
Okay, well, fuck it. Okay, so I have a story here. But the thing is that I was trying to save this. Fuck, I don't know if I should do it right now or not. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to save it. But, leave some comments if you want to hear. Because I wrote a story that was... in class, it triggered this feminist chick who was in my class. And it was stupid, too. It only triggered her because she didn't like me. Other than that, like, it only offended her because she didn't like me. But it was... I'm thinking about it now. And... it was called Lament of the Alpha Male. And it's just, I want to share it, but I want to get people involved in it so they can actually narrate it and get it famous and all. But it was,
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say, yeah, you should probably save that for like a YouTuber or something.
Yeah, but I mean, it's ridiculous because it's all about some basement dweller douchebag who thinks he's the greatest thing on earth, but he actually is just some like fat, greasy guy in a fedora who's like glued to his chair, and he tries to summon a succubus to replace his girlfriend that left him, and ends up accidentally summoning a celebrity who no one in the right mind would ever want anything to do with.
Oh shit! Like what? Is it like an imaginary celebrity, or is it going to be like a celebrity in the real world that used to exist?
No, it's a real world celebrity, and it's he ends up summoning Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, really?
Yeah. Like I'll send it to you in a private message so you can check it out. But it's so stupid in such a good way.
I'll have to read that. That actually kind of sounds like a little interesting right there.
And it's like demonic Gary Busey who's eating all of his pudding and like has a giant fight with Betty White in the guy's living room.
A giant fight with Betty White.
Who's wearing like an Iron Man costume.
Betty White's wearing the Iron Man costume.
She's in like a skin tight spandex SWAT team outfit with like rocket launchers on her wrist and everything.
Oh my god. And is this gonna be real world or like a like dream or hallucination or something?
No, it's all real.
It's all gonna be real time, real world.
Yeah, it's all really happening in the story to this guy. There's nothing that's just like a dream sequence.
Is it gonna be like present day or futuristic?
No, present.
Present. My God.
Well, I mean, it's kind of timeless, honestly, but I mean,
alternate reality.
I'll send it to you, but
I would say it was like an alternate reality, though. Like not like this universe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would hope not. Having a demonic Gary Busey unhinges his jaws like a snake and breathes green fire
with an iron Betty White.
Yeah. Iron Granny.
Betty Stark. Betty Stark. That'd be crazy as shit.
You didn't see Jurassic World 2, but
no,
you didn't
I
like the first one.
Didn't really care for it, no. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I didn't care for it.
Honestly, I liked it better in the other two sequels.
Well, the other two sequels were kind of garbage, but
the third one, I like. Everyone hates the third one, but I liked it better than the second one.
Yeah, the third one was definitely a lot better than the second one. The second one was boring. Way boring.
It was so depressing and it was depressing and just like it didn't feel like a Jurassic Park movie. It was just like it felt like a different movie, and you just jumped into it midway because it didn't have a first act.
It seems like most sequels become either really depressing or just unwatchable. Like X2 was kind of depressing. Amazing Spider-Man.
I couldn't stand sitting through X2.
I actually really liked X2. That was like one of my favorite X-Men movies. But I like that one. Hey man, that fucking opening scene with fucking Nightcrawler was awesome. When they invaded the mansion, that was awesome.
The highlight of the fucking movie. Yeah, I mean, that was awesome and everything, but I mean,
I just like the story. I don't know. I just really liked it. I mean, it was better than X3. You got to give me that. But
well, I mean, anything's better than X3. I mean, I could sit through The Room before I sit through X-Men 3 again.
The Room is so awful that it's good. Like,
you're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Dude, have you seen The Disaster Artist? That's a good movie.
No, I haven't.
That's a good movie, really dude.
Did you? Oh my god. There is a. So James Franco won Best Actor for portraying Tommy Wiseau.
Yep.
James and what was his name? The guy that played Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, was in the audience, and he was thinking he was going to win it for. Well, I don't know who he thought he was, but he was nominated for. Yeah, it was either Logan or it was the Greatest Showman or something like that. And
I think it was the Greatest Showman.
Audience. Yeah, they're all waiting, and all of a sudden, by the way, you're just a black screen. But
no, I'm not.
Here's the thing. It was yeah, not anymore. Fuck boy. And so they what'd they do? Shit. Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. So they're announcing who's gonna win. And they're waiting for Best Actor. And all of a sudden he's waiting, and they announced James Franco as Tommy Wiseau. And you look at his face, and it was the one time you actually saw an actor really show his emotion at the award show when he didn't win Best Actor, and he was just dumbfounded by the fact that somebody won Best Actor for portraying a terrible actor. And you could look at his face, and you could see he literally had the expression on his face that he was just like, what the fuck, really? Like he had like his eyebrows arched and his mouth was agape and everything. It's like, really?
Well, I mean, I get it though, but it was I had a feeling he was going to win anyway, James Franco, because that was just it was a really good movie. Like he was just really good as Tommy Wiseau.
I mean, how do you actually win Best Actor for playing a guy who can't even act as himself?
Yeah, he can't act for fucking shit, dude. He couldn't fucking act his way out of a wet paper bag. Like
and the sad thing is you don't even have to try to play him then. You just sit there and you just look like the sun's in your eyes at all times, and you put on the accent and your Tommy Wiseau. It's like, what is line?
What is line?
They had to try 40 times for one line because he couldn't get it. He could not get it 40 sometimes for one damn line just so he could say, I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I know. They showed that. They showed that in the movie, actually. They showed that how he couldn't get that line right. It's like, how do you not get that line right? It's just such a simple fucking line. Like, come on.
It's three words, dude. Oh, hi, Mark.
Exactly, and they did show that in the movie though, and that was kind of funny. And Bryan Cranston's actually in The Disaster Artist.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he's not. He plays himself in The Disaster Artist. Like he comes across the main guy, Greg, and Bryan Cranston asked him if he wants to be on Malcolm in the Middle as a lumberjack, and he had the beard. Well, if you remember correctly, in the room, Mark, the character Mark, clean shaved himself. Well, they were right in between that, and Tommy kept trying to tell him, you got to shave your beard off. But the reason why Bryan Cranston wanted him for that part was because he had the beard and it was a lumberjack part. But he was trying to tell him, you either got to choose between. He called it Little Malcolm. He said, "You're going to do this, Little Malcolm. You're going to do this, Little Malcolm. Oh, you're going to do
Little Malcolm."
Yeah, he called it Little Malcolm. It's pretty funny, actually. You just got to see the movie. It's funny. It's hilarious. And he ended up pretty much fucking Greg out of the part on Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's actually all based on the accounts of the actual actor. I don't know how much of it's true though. I mean, it was pretty funny though. It was really good. Oh. But yeah, I didn't realize it was 12 o'clock. I got to get off of here. Jesus God.
Yeah, so we're going to probably end it here. Leave some comments down below, leave some more topics and everything. Keep things going, and we'll see you guys next time. Share us around, get it famous. And don't fucking eat chickens.
Well, we got to keep at it, though. And now, well, I like to watch eating chickens, but I like to eat chickens, too. But you just pop back up on my screen. So that was weird. as soon as I said it's like 12 o'clock, I got work tomorrow. But listen, we gotta try and keep this going though. So what days do you think we should start?
Honestly, I'm not too sure, but I'm thinking about either Monday or Friday nights.
Monday or Friday nights, that's fine with me. Just have to start a little bit earlier so we can have more time.
Yeah, so how's Monday night sound?
Monday night sounds fine with me. I mean, we'll just have to we'll try and get on around say 7 or 8, something like that. Something around that time.
Yeah, depending on if I get off working time and everything, but I'll play it by ear, and if anything comes up, then I'll let everybody know on Twitter and Facebook and everything, and give links and all that to the channel, and so we'll work from there.
That works for me. We'll just have to play it by ear, and I'll let you know if I have anything coming up too. So we'll make it work out.
All right. So leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, blah, blah, blah. Do all that stuff. Get this shit going. We can't do it unless you're giving us your attention. Give us your attention, and you will be entertained.
Give us some topics too to talk about. I mean, that's what the whole thing is about, right? Give us some topics. Ask us questions, opinions on stuff. That's how we get this shit going. Get the ball rolling. Yeah, get it moving like a laxative, you know.
We gotta get this shit flowing like the Fudge Rivers after a long time of laxative. Just get it flowing.
After Taco Bell.
Yeah, get it flowing so Danny DeVito has some more stuff to talk about. Okay. So, oh, you want to laugh at that?
That's funny though. That's funny.
What the fuck was that? Pterodactyl ass. Okay.
Yeah, just
okay. So trying to clear the pterodactyls.
Yeah, I'm trying to clean the plumbing. You know.
So we'll see you guys here same time, whatever, blah blah blah, in the Nerd Rage Network. So see you in the next episode of the MarkCast.
See you fucker out.